I make the money with mind control, it's all in my control. Telling the shawty to focus on breathing, she can't keep that high control. Why would I tell you how I've been doing? You already know how I'm doing. You really wanna know how I do it? If I show you, I know you'd abuse it. My homie say you got a foot, two different worlds, you know you confuse them. At first it might cause some confusion, that's how you know that you starting a movement. I was cooked under the sun in Atlanta for summers, I run with the hammer, yeah. Running with scammers, telling my mama the bundles of money were random. Up in the stand-up, my niggas ain't nothing to fuck with, they up and on camera, Some of us turning up artists, some of us just had to manage, yeah. Me, I've been on the road for days, convincing the 20-year-olds to rage. As a way to control the anger, bitch, I was...
Dude, this talking on camera thing is so unnatural. What's up, guys? This is Ryan from Koruworks, and today we're gonna go over my car. So, this is a 2013 Scion FRS. Don't let the Toyota badges fool you. This car actually came from the Toyota Long Beach Grand Prix. It was Rutledge's car. Greg has a joke. He likes to say that in 20 years, this car should have ended up in some kind of Toyota preservation museum, and just overall made me feel really guilty about kind of cutting this thing up. Yeah, there's no turning back now. On the rear, fake TRD spats. I think like eBay diffuser going on back there. Some all clear taillights. I love me some all clear taillights. I don't know why. It doesn't really matter the exterior color of the car. I just really love fully cleared taillights. I had them on my 13 coupe for a while and then had to do the same thing to this car. Factory spoiler, I want to give a shout out to SMS Metal for making me this custom exhaust. It looks factory. It looks like the factory exhaust, but it's really, well, you'll see. We'll explain more as we get to the front of the car. These are the Origin 25 mil overs. Kansai wheels, shout out to Kansai for hooking us up with these chrome Neos. I love these wheels. I love how aggressive these wheels are, how concave they are. So both Z32, our former shop owner Tyler, he had these made for his S13. Ended up giving them to me for some reason, but I had to run them. I don't really have anything else blue on the car, but that was a must-have. PBM for the factory rear brakes, the Koruworks, is the Hydro. We still run a factory parking brake, so it's drums on the inside of that rotor and then 2 calipers each. TRD side skirts. These are not real TRD side skirts. I don't even know where you find those, if you can find those anymore. These are old school aero markers from an S13 that I used to have on my old coupe. And I really wanted to put these mirrors on. I try to play with CAD sometimes. I'm not an expert, but luckily I can model 2D shapes pretty well. So what we actually did is we made a block off plate because the factory mirror bolts onto the door for some reason. I don't think the stock mirrors look bad. I just think, you know, the aero mirrors spice it up a little bit. So we ended up making this little plate, kind of put over that. You can bolt it in, you can seam seal it in and paint it and make it look shaved and all that other stuff. But the really special part we made is this plate to replace the glass piece right here. So there's a little separate, you know, this is like the seal. There's a little separate glass piece right here. And we just remodeled that in aluminum and bent it to shape. It fits on the bracket. It's all a bolt-on affair, and then you can put your favorite aero mirrors on this chassis, which I think is a huge upgrade. So we are making those. Shout out Bingus Incorporated, Koruworks. Those will be coming soon. We've got the finalized prototype. So yeah, really excited about those. More Origin. These are also 25 millimeter over. And yeah, I mean, I just like the stock look of the FRS. I'm sure you guys have all seen Sebastian's car, Urus GT, super wild, crazy style. I love it, I love it. With this car, I like the stock body lines. Wanted to keep it more street, I guess, if you would call it that. Solid color, no livery or anything like that, and just accentuate the factory lines that are already there, let you run a little more tire, front and rear. So that's all good. Like I said, don't pay attention to the Toyota badges. This is a 2013 Scion FRS. This is the GT86 front bumper, but it is a 2013. And then on this GT86 bumper, we have Koruworks lip. You can see this is none of y'all have seen this yet. This is one of one, serial number 0000 Koruworks front lip for the GT86. All right, just kidding. It's actually a Greddy lip. Greddy, please don't sue us. But we had the badge laying around, so we figured why not. Greg's got to make a cameo everywhere. So climbing up a little bit, these are some track spec vents, very necessary. They really do wonders, like extracting heat out from under the hood. And if we look inside of it, this is not the FA20 that these usually come with. So this is a GM LS3 crate motor backed by a Tremec TKX. It's like a T56, no 6 gear. I think fourth is still 1-to-1, fifth is an overdrive, but I don't really need a double overdrive. So no T56, Tremec TKX, handles all the torque, it's 5-speed, it weighs 40, 50 pounds less than a T56, and this is a very small transmission tunnel in here, and putting a T56 or a T56 Magnum or whatever you want, it's a job. You have to work the transmission tunnel a lot. So this TKX allows me to be a little lazy, we'll call it. I don't have to work the sheet metal as hard. But pretty much bone stock. It's got a cam, it's got push rods, bigger push rods, dual valve springs, titanium retainers, just the high revvy stuff that you really want in one of these LSs, really. And then a Texas Speed stage 3 cam, an ARE, dry sump kit, RTS engine plates. That was another thing I really liked about this setup, is that I could run engine plates, solid trans mount, so the motor is bolted to the chassis. There's no rubber, polyurethane anywhere holding anything up. It's all spherical bearings and yeah, solid stuff. But yeah, that's the engine. And probably the best part, because I had the least to do with it, is gonna be the interior. So we'll go check out the interior. What's up, guys? Welcome back. So, like I said, this is probably the best part of the car because I had the least to do with it. Like I said, this was a Toyota factory race car. So Toyota pulled a few off the production line. Toyota actually put this roll cage in the car with this headliner, this really nice one-piece headliner that covers the main hoop and the down bars and everything like that. Really, really nice piece. Toyota also put in the fire suppression. There's a little Toyota racing sticker that was always there. They put in a kill switch. So a lot of work was almost done when I got the car. I didn't really have to worry about too much. Obviously, it's not FD spec. It doesn't have door bars, but I drive this thing like 6 times a year. It's not that serious. I'm not that good of a driver. Haltech management, Haltech keypad. You can see that little thing up on the dash right there. That's just that's the most convenient way that I can fill the dry sump reservoir, which is hanging out under there. Chase base hydro, can't even remember what kind of shifter, but like I said, Tremec TKX, factory handbrake, IC7 display, can gauge over here. Yeah, and then this is, I guess aside from the mirrors, this is the one piece I held on to for my 13. It's a TK R32 wheel. I love the diameter of it. I think it looks pretty much factory. It was an option, I guess, from TK back in the day for the R32s. We got some extra knee pads that they decided to put in. But other than that, I mean, it's pretty standard. I shouldn't say it's pretty standard. It's definitely not standard. But what I should say is that I tried to keep a very OEM look. I wish the AC still worked. Obviously, that had to go. But looks-wise, it's all factory, it's all OEM, and that's all it needs to be. It's definitely not a comp car. It's just a party car, I guess you would say. So, all right, guys, well, that's pretty much it. I appreciate y'all taking the time to watch this video, I guess, look around the FRS.
We spinning back, you going under attack. I wanna put my old hood on the back. Yeah, that's a church on the back. Spinning around in the sport, I'ma put it in the track. Yeah, that's a Hellcat.